Yesterday, he's having a press conference with the crypto bros. Most Americans don't do crypto. They're not in crypto. It's a rich guy thing. And what he should have been talking about was gas prices and diesel prices and food prices and housing prices. Bang him on that. And keep revealing that yesterday, while he was doing the crypto conference, he's getting rich.
Ourselves a disservice. I was just talking about this with McKay Coppins. By focusing on it so much, do we add to the doubt out there, or to the doubt that the next election will happen smoothly if we are warning that Donald Trump might try to take it away?
I don't think we're focusing on it enough because Donald Trump is trying to take it away. It is his #1 strategic priority because it's the #1 strategic threat to his power. He knows that free and fair elections are going to be a circuit breaker against him, and he's going to do everything he can to stop it. He's telegraphed that punch, and this is just the latest phase in a strategic plan to attack our elections. He's putting it all out there in the open. It doesn't have to be true. He's going to keep throwing it at the wall. He's going to focus on Arizona and Georgia and Pennsylvania. He's going to attack write-in voters voting while he write-in votes this week, right, into Florida. He's the total hypocrite on that regard. But he's made it very clear, and I think it is the #1 threat to our democracy. Everybody is talking so much about the election. You can't talk about the election without this focused strategy from the White House in all elements to stop it from happening.
Out there that Donald Trump that people like about him. There's nothing really at the moment. So because of all this, as Donald Trump tries to do whatever he might do in November, and his administration does whatever it might do in November, does the American public look at it now and say, I don't buy it? I don't buy it. And does it lose its effect? Do they end up losing because Americans no longer believe them?
I think they do. If they can, I think you're right. And I think they have to press the case and they have to drive the narrative. Ossoff has been uniquely effective this week in hitting back hard. Kelly's been uniquely effective in hitting back hard. They need to hit back hard on this and say he tried to steal it last time. He's going to try to steal it again. He tried to overthrow the government. Remember January 6th. You have to ram that home. And I think they also need to turn it up a couple notches. You're not going to get Republicans to support you on this, but you might get Barack Obama to help amplify it. Maybe even throw a Hail Mary and ask George Bush and others who aren't running for re-election who are going to be there to hopefully hold a line for our democracy. There might be some unlikely allies here, but they do have to keep hitting them on it. And
but don't they also have to say, and this is another conversation we had earlier about the resistance Democrats who have lost their primaries, don't they also have to say, this guy is trying to steal things from you, both electorally, and he's also stealing from you every day. You are poorer.
Yeah.
Your life is harder because he doesn't care and because there are not policies that will help you. His policies only help him and his rich friends. Here are our policies. Here are our ideas to make it better. Do you have to couple it?
Yes, you just wrote the commercial for them. I mean, that's what it should be. Yesterday, he's having a press conference with the crypto bros. Most Americans don't do crypto. They're not in crypto. It's a rich guy thing. And what he should have been talking about was gas prices and diesel prices and food prices and housing prices. Bang him on that. And keep revealing that yesterday, while he was doing the crypto conference, he's getting rich. And so are his kids at the Pentagon. They're all getting rich. There's tons of corruption. They can't hit on that enough.
But the grass is going to be great. It's going to be great. Scott's Miracle Grow. Scott's. Great grass.
Great grass. Great grass.
This episode of Independent Americans is sponsored by Kalshi. We make predictions every single day. We talk about it on this show. Politics, pop culture, the economy, the biggest stories making headlines all across America and around the world. Kalshi, America's #1 prediction market platform, lets you trade those predictions in a live market. If you haven't checked it out, now is the time, especially around politics and the elections. Will Trump buy at least part of Greenland? If you think he'll do that before 2027 and you wager $100, it'll pay out $2,019.24. If you think it's going to be before January 20th, 2029, it's 17%. You can also pick whether or not you think the Republicans or the Democrats are going to win Congress. You can pick who you think the Democratic nominee will be, who the Republican nominee. It would be great to see if there's an independent nominee. There's a lot that you can wager on, but on Kalshi, you're trading against peers in a live market, meaning there's no house. And as the probability changes, you can buy in and out of your position. It's fun. And if you listen to this show, you can stay ahead of the curve. So download the Kalshi app and use the code INDEPENDENT and get up to $500 in bonus credits when you trade 25, which is pretty good. Kalshi, 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 trade on anything. 18 and older, restrictions and eligibility requirements apply. Event contract trading involves risk and may not be suitable for all investors. Kalshi products are not available in all jurisdictions. Prices, values, and available markets may differ from those mentioned. For more information, see Kalshi.com/regulatory. Independent Americans, now is the time. Check out Kalshi.
The White House is for sale, and it's open for business. And this was a celebration of that. I mean, he was happy, right? He's happy because he's getting rich, and he's got a bunch of rich guys around him who are getting rich. And this is delivering on his promise to bring the crypto bros in and get everybody to have no regulation and make tons of money. And what was really interesting is they didn't talk at all about any element of how it's going to create jobs or how it's going to lower prices or how it's going to. The only person who did was the Robinhood CEO, because he's almost always in damage control mode, and he has to talk about that now. But it was so insanely, uniquely tone deaf that if I'm a Republican down ticket, I would be freaking out about that. I mean, it's also almost entirely all white men, as usual, but it was like a party for rich guys. And it was like them celebrating their spoils on some level, and I think it really does resonate badly.
It's also so weird on that day, because the two things we saw him do that day was the crypto venture, and the other one was him giving a tour of reporters of all the construction at the White House, talking about the grass and the granite and the helipad where people can go have cocktails. And, oh, by the way, there's a bomb bunker beneath it, which is... It was just strange. And his flagpoles, his tapered flagpoles, they're not straight up and down jobs. Like, just the things that he was focused on yesterday, very much not about the American public whatsoever. I'll quick on that because I want to move on to some other topics.
Trump's getting rich, you're getting screwed.
From the last segment, okay.
Trump's kids are getting rich, and your kids are on the USS Lincoln, and they think that this person should be a senator. I mean, this is the worst of nepotism at its highest levels. And she's also a senator right now, which is really disconcerting. I think South Carolina is interestingly wide open and frustrated, calling Stephen Colbert, please move home to South Carolina and run and give us a real outsider who can hold people accountable.
So the idea of an outsider obviously has traction. Everybody wants an outsider right now. AOC is supporting Markey.
Yeah, I mean, the Democrats are eating their own, and this is the latest example. And Markey, although he's the older guy, is the progressive, the leftist, and Moulton is viewed as more moderate and the establishment guy. So this is going to be another test, I think, most of all, of how much progressives can organize. And so far, they've proven to be really good at it, especially in closed primaries where they have a good ground game.
He tells me the left and right are dreams for those without a clue. And when you wake, it's time to grow. And it's not cool to believe in school, but if I can say one thing, I've seen the children of the revolution and the good trouble they can bring. He says the red and blue are dead and independent is an attitude. An island in the sea of rhetoric and archipelago. He tells me the left and right are dreams for those without a clue. And when you wait, it's time to grow.
Powered by Righteous Media.